Today we're going to talk about the artwork of the legendary Leroy Davis. In case you have no idea who Leroy Davis is, I'm about to let y'all know, but chances are you know who he is, but you just didn't know his name. Now, if you're a hip-hop head like me, and you were a frequent reader of The Source in the 90s to around 2007, for about 16 years straight, Leroy Davis designed the column The Last Word, which if you flip to the back of any Source magazine from 1992 till 2007, you will see The Last Word as the actual last word of the Source that is not an advertisement, and it was done by Leroy Davis. His artwork is super dope and synonymous with every hip-hop legend I grew up idolizing. So I was at Supercon this weekend in Miami Beach, and I was walking around just filming things, all the typical things you'd see at a Comic-Con type convention, like people in outfits, dope costumes, all the merch and stuff they sell that are comic book related. And I'm like, damn, I'd love to see something hip hop. And literally, as soon as that thought crosses my head, I am standing right in front of this booth and I see Leroy Davis, and I see this, which is Ghostface and Raekwon. And I'm like, holy crap, I got my wish. And I got to speak to Andre for a little bit. We chopped it up, and here's what he had to say.
Leroy Davis in Miami, Brooklyn boy, still doing everything more or less now. And just talking to this interesting brother. What's your name?
Lex.
Talking to Lex.
Nice to meet you, bro.
You too. This is my take on Tribe Called Quest. But it's called Midnight Drawer because I was always up at night drawing. Then you have the fight post. You have red, black, or green border. Then you have my my battles, the MC. So you got the Jay-Z Nas rendition, but as LL and Mo-D. You have KRS throwing PM Dawn off the stage. Classic. And then you have just straight up fight posters. Jay-Z versus Nas. 50 Ja Rule. LL, Mo-D, Ice Cube, and Common, and then Drake and
Chris Brown.
And then the bottle version from when they got into the club. So just my normal humor.
When was the last Source issue you did? You remember?
I did actually 16 years straight, every issue, 1990 to 2007.
Could anyone hire you for a commission?
Oh, I try my best not to do commissions unless I really want to.
Okay.
I actually teach art at high school in Brooklyn. That's my main thing. But I still pick and choose. Like I said, when they called me to do this cover and I had full creative flavor, then I did it. So when I have full creative flavor, I'll do it. Yeah.
Is that for the actual Demon Slayer thing?
This is number 6.
Oh, nice.
Came out, I think it came out earlier this year. I had done Ja Rule's album cover years ago, and I did this, which was Inside.
Oh, wow.
So he wanted an updated version, so I gave him that.
Wow.
You know? So I do commissions if it's something I really like. I don't want to have to do anything I don't want to do.
You started in 92?
I started in 90, September 90. First cover I did was KRS-One, September 1990.
So 1990 to 2016?
1990 to 2007.
2007.
January 2007.
I mean, bro, you got all the best years. I mean, really, all the best years. I mean, maybe if you came in like 88, then you would have everything.
Well, 88, that's a newsletter.
Yeah.
And then it was a 2-page, and then they started. So I'm probably came in like.
But then how did you
6,
find
7
out
edition.
about that?
When they moved to New York, I saw a Source in the newsstand. I bought it, read it. I used to buy everything hip hop. Went to the corner phone booth, called them up. Wound up they were
From
around
the phone booth.
Wound up they were around the corner. Brought my portfolio around.
Do you remember what issue that was?
Oh, I gotta hang it on my wall on a plaque.
What issue is it?
That's KRS-One another go.
Okay, so that's when you called them.
No,
The
I called
one
them the
that
issue before that.
So which one was that one? That's the one I want to know.
I gotta think about that. That might be 5% or something. And I'm actually working on the book right now.
Of all the collection of this artwork?
More or less everything I've done for the Source. For the Source, I did Ja Rule's album.
Right.
Back in the day. So everything that I do in hip hop, I'm putting together in a book.
After I realized who he was, well, he says, if you read the Source magazine, you know my work. And I'm like, holy shit, I know this artwork. This is from the last work. So I was super, super hyped. I copped a bunch of things, which I ended up copying Marvel Team Up, which is Ghostface and Raekwon. I copped this I'm Out for Presidents to Represent Me presidential campaign piece of artwork from Nas. I copped a t-shirt for my little nephew, a Run DMC t-shirt. A Tribe Called Quest tee, but instead of all the Tribe members, it has like all the iconic faces that Andre Leroy Davis drew. Super dope. And I ended up copying this notebook, which is a blank notebook for me to jot down ideas, rhymes, or anything else that, you know, I may want to jot down. And I came back the second day after talking to him, and I brought by my Source magazines that I wanted him to sign, because I'm like, yo, I need to have these signed. I was like, there's no way I could meet Andre and not have him sign them. And I didn't have him sign the covers. I had him sign the artwork inside of each one of them. So I had him sign the June 1997 Wu-Tang cover. I had him sign the May 2000 cover with Big Pun on it. Rest in peace, Big Pun. I had him sign the September 1992 cover with EPMD on it. I also had him sign another April 1992 cover with KRS One. I had him sign a March 1997 cover with KRS One, and I had him sign a July 1997 cover with the Fugees. So again, he didn't sign the covers. He signed the last word section in the back. And I was like super excited to have this piece of hip hop history to kind of just add on to my collection, because, you know, I started No Hype to really talk about things like this, to talk about rarities, to give props to the people who haven't gotten their props because the things they did came out before the internet, or before the internet was interested in these types of things. And to me, these things, you know, meant the world, because when I was a kid moving around from place to place, I often took the Source magazine with me, and I had cutouts that I hung up on my wall, and it was just a big part of my life. And to meet somebody who was a very big part of that for 16 years was just like super humbling and super dope. And he was just a down-to-earth dude, and I wanted to let y'all know about him. Make sure you check him out on his Instagram page, support his artwork. We need to make sure that legends and forefathers and people who really paved the way for the people who are where they're at today to grow and be what they're at and make hip-hop like the #1 music in the world. Resale, we're not even going to talk about like what resale goes for. I could tell you that there was a Sotheby's auction recently where a full collection of the Source magazine from, I believe, I think it was like 87, 88, when they started as like a little pamphlet and moved on to the very last Source magazine. I think that sold for a lot of money. I'm not going to say the amount. I might type it up here, but it definitely sold for a shocking amount of money. And I'm currently trying to build a full collection of the Source, not to sell, just to have to archive and enjoy and show y'all. And now I have a few signed by the man himself, and I'm super excited to have them to my collection. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if I missed anything. If you have anything to add to the conversation, or simply want to be like, yo, these things are dope, leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.